Hey folks, welcome to the Flipside. I'm Sam.
I'm JT.
And this here is our top 5 games that we're still going to be playing in 10 years.
Yep.
So we got this idea from Tom and Z and ProZD actually did a top 10 of this exact same idea or topic at Dice Tower East this year, and that video is over on the Dice Tower. You can go check that out.
Nice.
And we just thought, hey, let's throw our hat into that ring.
That's right.
Because we got something to say as well, huh? We have done our bottom 5. This is a top 10, and this is only half of it. So you can go over to the Dice Tower. There's a link in the description below that will get you there, and you can go check out our bottom 5. Leave us comments over there, give us a like, and then leave us a like and subscribe here. And of course, comment here as well. What do you agree with?
Your top 5 that you'd be playing in 10 years.
Your top 5 as well. So there's a couple of different camps that you could kind of do this list with. You could do we could do our top 10 games that we have been playing for the last 10 years.
That doesn't make any sense. There's probably very few games that are over 10 years old that are worth playing again. I don't know.
That is absolutely not true, but okay. That's one way you can look at it. The other way is what we're doing here, speculatively looking into the future and seeing and guessing. Really, is what the word really should be. What games we're going to be playing in 10 years.
Yep.
Now, I think we both went down the same path. These are games that we own.
Yes.
There's
100%.
Nothing on our list because it's got to be there on our shelf so that we can pull it down and play it in 10 years, right? Well, another thing that we talked about in the last one was the fact that our wives played a part.
Sure.
In some way, shape, or form. He actually had the conversation with his wife while he was building the list. I didn't have the conversation with her, but her presence was... You know, if I'm going to be playing games in 10 years, she's probably going to be playing those games with me. So what is she going to want to like and that type of stuff? What makes this list different than our top 10 games of all time?
No, I don't know. Well, the top 10 games of all time, not all of them are on here for sure. For
right.
one.
Mine neither.
For two, I can't promise that Marvel Zombies that I'll be playing in 10 years. In fact, I probably won't be playing Marvel Zombies in 10 years. I'll be playing some new iteration of some new dungeon crawl or some, so true that there are games that, get surpassed or added on, or there's new ones in those genres that easily take over. So some of those I just, just kind of fall to the wayside. Don't fall to the wayside, but they're not going to last forever.
Right.
Unless they have some kind of personal, something that you love about the game, some kind of history that you have with the game, those kind of things.
All right, well, let's get to it. This is our top 5 games that we think we're still going to be playing in 10 years.
Yep.
Let's get to it. All right, my number 5 is a game that I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this game. Just on the bling factor alone, and how simple, how low of a bar of entry it has for new players. It's called Foundations of Rome.
Interesting. Foundations
of Rome. I don't think I'm ever going to get rid of this one because it has a good, strong historical slant to it. You're talking about ancient history. But on top of that, the bling factor is so high. The miniatures of all of those buildings look so good. It has such a strong table appeal. But on top of that, the game is super simple to teach and play.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why it's already falling for me, though. Not that but it's just too simple for me to maintain for a long time, I think. But I understand what your point is, for sure. I understand it's a beautiful game, and it's an easy game to play and stuff like that. I just don't know that there's, for me personally, there's not enough depth for it to last.
Have you played any of the other, because this is one of the things, I haven't ever delved into any of the extra...
Just the monuments.
The modulars and stuff like that. Have you
just
gone
the
into
monuments.
Those? Just the monuments? Yeah. That's like the tip of the iceberg, kind of.
There's only like 2 other things with monuments, but I just don't. When I've read through them, I don't see anything super exciting about them.
No, I get that. See, I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't delved into any of that yet, so it still feels like
I guess it's kind of that. I've actually read through it, and I'm like, I'll just play the normal version.
Sure.
It's just fine. So
I get it.
I don't know. I understand 100% why it would stay around. I just, like you said, it just depends on the depth of gameplay.
That's why we have 2 different lists.
Yep, for sure.
But that's my number 5, Foundations of Rome. Such a pretty game.
I'll play it with you in 10 years.
Yeah, you will.
Okay. All right, my number 5 might make me sound like a fanboy. One of the other things I didn't mention earlier on was all of these games are games that we are repeatedly putting on the table for the last few years at a minimum, or a couple of years at a minimum. But my number 5 might make me sound like a fanboy just a little bit if you watch the other list, but this is Circadian's First Light from Garfield Games. This is one of my favorite games. It has been one of my favorite games since the very first day I played it. The mechanisms in this game are absolutely superb. And this was also one of the ones that Melissa, when she's picking out easy ones, this was one of the ones that popped right to the top. I will never get rid of Circadian's First Light. I will always be playing Circadian's First Light. It'll go in my will to somebody. So, how's that? No, I really like this game. I don't see.
I was ready for you to say it's coming in with me in my coffin.
No, you don't put it in my coffin. Somebody else has got to play it. But anyway, I really like Circadian's First Light. I don't know what it is about the game that just freaking sings for me. But I don't see it getting old. So,
all right, that sounds good. My number 4 is another new one. Just came out a couple of years ago, but I believe 2023. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 23 though. And this one is a Viking-themed game called Nar. Such a neat little package, and that's one of the coolest things. It's really just a card game. Because all of the things that you use in the game, except for a couple of little fiddly pieces, are cards, and you have a very simplistic board, and it's basically just a score tracker more than anything else. And it's every time I teach this game, we always have a good time. I don't think, I could be forgetting someone, but I don't think I've ever had anybody say, I didn't really enjoy that.
yeah, that's probably true.
And on top of that, I've also had people, this is probably the game that's highest, or at least higher, on the number of people that have bought the game while I'm teaching them how to play it online. They've been...
the first play really gives a good impression, for sure.
Yes, it does. And so I really enjoy this game. It can, I guess, if we're being, scrutinizing about it, I guess it can feel a little samey after a while. But there's a fine line, at least for me, between feeling samey and feeling comfortable. I like games that can throw curveballs at you, but it still feels like the same game that's going out there. And I don't know, I just really enjoy how simple this game is to teach and how much of a reward it gives you as you play through the game. I just really enjoy it a lot. So
nice.
I can definitely see myself playing this one in 10 years.
Sweet. I like it. My number 4 is a game that, for me, replaced a game that we've darn near been playing for 10 years as we speak. So it's kind of the next generation of that, which I can imagine is definitely going to go another 10 years on. This is a game that replaced Terraforming Mars, which is still a great game, which I will still play today, which is whatever. That's why I was looking up really quick. It's 9 years after it came out, so it's pretty close.
Yeah.
But this is Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition, which is the superior version, in my opinion. From Fricks Games and the Stronghold Games, this is a more Terraforming Mars is just a card game anyways, with a board in the middle of it. This one's more focused on the card and the engine specifically, and a little less on the board and the area control portion, which is kind of an extra anyways. So this really fine-tunes and tightens up the engine, and it uses a Race for the Galaxy type of mechanic where everybody gets to pick a lead action. and the lead actions that get picked are the only actions out of the 6 different actions that are going to be played that turn. So if it's 2 players or 3 players, you're only playing a max 3 actions, on that turn. And if 2 of you pick the same one, then you're only doing 2 or 1 action in the same turn. So you really have to think about deducing that person really needs to get cards, so I'll get cards from them and I could do this, or that person's definitely going to build a green card this time, so I got to prepare. I have enough materials to build a green card, but I'm going to run my blue engine, or I'm going to produce, all of those kind of things. There's a lot of interaction that it adds to Terraforming Mars because of that, and you have that action selection where you're all doing actions at the same time type of thing, so it's nice and smooth. Just really love this game, and I can definitely see it lasting 10 more years. So that is Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition.
That's
wonderful
cool.
game.
I still haven't played it yet. If we had made this list last year, this probably wouldn't have made the list. But I've been playing it so much recently that it has become a staple. Matter of fact, it's one that, even though it's a bigger box, it's one that I've been taking to the last few board game events because because I'm like, okay, we've got a board game event. I want to see if I can get this to the table again. It hasn't worked out yet.
Okay.
But I'm bringing it because
right.
it's there. It's in the forefront of my mind. This is called Heat, Pedal to the Metal. This is a game that I can definitely see myself playing. I think that I will more than likely be getting rid of most of my other car racing games that I have. Formula D's is on the out. I don't have any reason to play Formula D anymore because Heat Pedal to the Metal does the exact same thing that Formula D does, but it does it better.
Yeah.
It still has that push your luck, feeling that Formula D really has with rolling the dice, but it does it with hand management and all of that kind of stuff. It's just a better game. So I have no reason to keep Formula D. And other racing games that come out, they're going to have to do a really good job to oust Heat. I definitely can see myself playing Heat, Pedal to the Metal, for the next 10 plus years.
Yeah, 100%. This is one that you guarantee will be on shelves 10 years from now.
I think so.
Unless version 3's out by then, but it'll still be out
Still
there.
the same game.
Yeah, this one for sure. This one definitely going to last a long time, I think.
Yeah.
Good pick. All right, my number 3. Here's where we get into my even the last 2 games possibly, but here's where we get into my very easily picked picks.
Yeah.
My number 3 is a game that has a ton of variability and a ton of thought process and a ton of depth, and this is Spirit Island. I know I talk about Spirit Island 100 times. Mel and I played Spirit Island 3 times in a row this week. And when I started to put away, she says, I thought we were going to play again. Like, Spirit Island's a big, heavy game. Like, it's a 4+ for sure. And we just play it like butter because it's just so much fun. It's just, I love this game so much. Every spirit does. We play 3 different spirits in a row, and every one of them plays so differently than the other ones. It's just an amazing game.
That's cool.
And there's a ton of them. The stack of spirits is that thick right now.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
There's a friggin' ton of them. Ton of them. I joked and I said, we need to play through every spirit before we put this box away. And so that's when I put it away. She's like, what are you doing? We're going to play through every spirit. Like, she's ready. Like, that's 20 games. So anyways, Spirit Island, guaranteed, will be on my table 10 years from now. This will be one of my retirement games.
Retirement games?
I'm not retiring.
JT's going to be in the retirement home, not playing checkers.
Nope, playing Spirit Island. Yep. It's great. It's great solo.
Come over here, George. We're going to play Spirit Island.
That's right.
What the heck is Spirit Island?
Yeah, once George figures it out, he'll never play Rummy again. That's all I'm saying.
That's funny. My number 2 is one of the prominent ones from my top 10 and of all time. And really, we haven't hit a lot of those. Both of these are in my top 10. And this one is a Viking-themed game called Champions of Midgard. I can Now, I've been playing Champions of Midgard for 10 years.
Yep.
We know that because
That's
they
true.
just came out with the 10th anniversary edition.
Mm-hmm.
I backed that, so I'm going to be playing that one for another 10 years probably. But that's just the way it goes. I think this is the reason that I think I'm going to be playing this one. It is probably on the heavier side of games, especially for this list. It's not that heavy of a game, but it's heavier for this list and the other games that are on this list. But I like it that much. And I can get Jesse to play it, and I can get other people to play it. And they usually enjoy it from that first game on. There are other games that could easily be here. But because of its palatability, if I can use that word and make it up, for other people to play with me, that's why this is my number 2.
Very, very nice. And that'll still be on my shelf in 10 years for sure as well. And I fought and toothed and nailed whatever else, and I still backed the dang thing. So
You did?
I did.
Oh, didn't know.
I
didn't
did.
know you backed it. He's so disappointed in himself.
I am.
That's
I
amazing.
tried not to. Anyways, moving on. I'm selling that sucker as soon as it comes out. I'm just kidding. No, I know. All right. Well, my number 2. This game not only is one of my favorite games of all time, and I love the mechanisms of it, but it also has some value to me in some what is the word like it has sentimental value, I
Nostalgia?
guess, to me. Yeah,
Sentimental,
nostalgia,
yes.
but
That's
sentimental
good.
value.
Sure.
This game is Raiders of the North Sea, first of all.
Ooh.
So I know
Nice.
that just said that's my third Garfield
Vikings
game.
are showing up in
Yeah,
this
Vikings
list.
are showing up at number 2, but that's my
awesome.
third Garfield game in this list, and I know Raiders will never leave my shelf. I will always play it. I have no problem knowing that. But not only do I think it's one of my favorite games of all time. You know, Melissa and I, when we were packing up to move up here, house was all packed. There was no table, no chairs, no furniture. We just busted our tails all day long, loading everything up.
Yeah.
We drove to the local game store, which is just a couple blocks from where we used to live, and we picked up Raiders of the North Sea.
Really?
And we played it right there on the
floor.
Yep, that night when we were both exhausted. Was that 2019-ish? Well, it was 2019, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but we played it right there on the floor, and then we brought it with us. But anyways, I don't know. That memory will always stick for this game. Anyways,
Yeah.
but I love this game. It's fantastic, and it will always be around. So that's my number 2, Raiders of the North Sea.
For a moment there, because that's your third Garfield game.
It is.
For a moment there, I was going to say, you're a bigger fanboy than I am. Because you put more Garfield games on your list than I put Vincent Dutrait games on my list.
Did you put 4 Vincent Dutrait games on your list?
No, I put 3.
Oh, well, it's the
So
same.
we're tied.
We're tied.
We're tied.
I like good designs, and he likes art. Whatever.
I like both, okay? This is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I have been playing it for, going on almost 20 years now. I mean, not exactly 20, but pretty close. And I can definitely see myself playing this well into the future. This is Memoir 44.
I thought it was Monopoly.
No, not Monopoly. Not Monopoly. But Memoir 44 for me has a very strong historical pull. I'm very much the kind of person that believes that you got to remember history so you don't repeat it. And one of the ways that we do that is remembering the things that people in World War II went through. Now, again, it's just a game. I'm not trying to overstate it. But this is just one way that I can keep it in my mind. And I also enjoy the game as well. So it's not like I'm trying to, overstate it. That's not it at all, because a lot of people have said that you just like playing the game. Stop being so, whatever. No, that's not what I'm doing. I just really enjoy the game. And the added benefit is it also provides a reminder for things that have happened in the past. And they just got a new refresher for the rules, and they've got.
Does that make it better?
I don't know.
Is that a refresher for the rules?
Maybe. Well, I don't know. I haven't really put that much time into reading about it, because from what I've read on the surface is that most of the rules changes that they've made were superficial. So I think they kept the game generally in about the same format.
I figured you'd get rid of this as soon as you got the Star Wars one.
No, that's going to be something that I'm going to own both of them, because one is a IP and one is history, and I think for me, if I can play the same game in both of those camps and enjoy it, then I'm going to do that. But Memoir 44 is definitely going to be on my shelf.
Yeah.
In 10 years, and I'm definitely going to be pulling it down and playing it.
All right.
It's your
Very
number
good
one
pick. My number one. It's not hard to figure out. And the truth of the matter is two things. One, I can't get it out of the Calyx shelf because it's too heavy. And two, I don't know if I could sell it for as much money as I'd want out of it. No, I'm just kidding. No, wouldn't do either one. But this is too many bones. It's physically too heavy to get out of the Calyx. That's why it's in its own special
You need a forklift to get it out of the
chest.
house.
But Too Many Bones is a game that I will never get rid of. It's a game that's going in my will to my boy. Hawken will have it. Yeah, for sure. Seriously.
No, I get it.
Too Many Bones is a game that I will play and love forever. I can imagine playing this with my son, up for the rest of his life and his friends when he gets older, and when he gets married, I'll teach it to his wife. So I will be playing.
Why can't he teach it to his wife?
Because I'm the gamer. I'm the lead gamer. That's why. I'm the old guy. I'm the teacher. You just play. Shut up. Anyways, my number one is Too Many Bones. Not a surprise. This game will be around forever, and I will be playing it in 10 years. Guaranteed.
Yep. Understood. Well, that's that. Our top 5 games that we will still be playing in the next 10 years. Some of you may be wondering, why is Blood Rage not on my list?
Because I won't be playing it in 10 years.
He doesn't play it now, so that has nothing to do with it. I just don't know.
Yeah, agreed.
I just don't know. Jess can play it, but 2-player Blood Rage is not that fun.
No.
And
it's not her style of
I
game.
was just,
so
it's not. It isn't at
she'll
all.
play it for him.
I was just talking to a guy at church today that said that, and his story is one that I've heard so much of. It's such a hard entry point because you have, usually when you learn a game, you're playing it with at least 1, possibly 2 other people that really know how to play the game.
Yep.
And unless they physically hold back and mentally hold back, they're gonna trounce you.
Yep.
And that just doesn't have a very appealing factor. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. It's my top game of all time currently. But will I have people to play it with?
Yep.
That's the long and the short of it. I don't know. And that's why I didn't put it on my list. Because while it's probably still going to be on my shelf, I don't know how much I'm going to be playing it in 10 years.
You can play it with Earl and Fred and Joe at the old folks' home. Just every day, pop out the Blood Rage.
It's going to be Ragnar, Loki, and
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I mean, I enjoy. I love the game, and that's one of the things. That's kind of the answer to the question: why isn't it just my top 10?
Yeah.
Because while you love the game, you might not be able to find other people that love the game like you do.
That's kind of what I said with the Marvel Zombies, right? That could very well, there could be a new iteration or something else that surpasses it. Cthulhu Death May Die is got a ton of content and it's massive or whatever else, but there may be some other dungeon crawl that's cleaner or smoother or whatever else then that changes my view. There's a lot of those that have a very big possibility of being replaced or being supplanted or just playing enough that you don't need to play them anymore. Or like Nemesis, we skip Nemesis. Nemesis will probably be on my shelf forever, but 10 years from now, I may not be playing that style of game so much or something.
True.
So,
Yep. So that's what you need to do now. Your call to action is let us know what we missed. What do you think you're going to be playing in the next 10 years? And let us know in the comments. Give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell icon so we can let you know when we have more videos coming out. And we will see you guys and gals on the flip side.
I think you should let us know in the comments what you think I'll be playing in 10 years that I missed. Put that in there. Let's see what you come up with.
Ooh, what did I miss?
What did he miss? What really will he be playing? So
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Do it.
Anyways, keep on playing games. Never stop.
That too.